You are now listening to the smooth sensations and high vibrations of Alex, host of the best relationship channel on YouTube. Alex, drop them gems on us.
You got a big bag, let me bang. Show me where your friends at, we can flip that. Let me put you on the game. 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 Show you where the red at, where the blue at. Show you where they flip that, where they bitch at. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game right there.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And as always, if you have any questions, you want to do a collaboration, or you want a consultation on relationships or business, make sure y'all hit the email. The link is in the description. And without further ado, we're going to get straight into it, because now we have gone viral yet another wife who's upset because her husband doesn't like that she gained weight. Okay, I heard this story on the radio and I was like, I have to cover this story because I just couldn't believe it. And I'm going to be careful with what I say in this video, because I already know the fat girl's going to be loaded up in the comments. The Jigglypuff built women, the Clefairy built women, the Snorlax built women, the Michelin Man built women. They're going to be all up in the comments, mad as hell, come in here, play the Humpty Dumpty song. They're going to come in here with their big ass arms, they bonded on in their booty shorts, they feet with the crust in the back because they can't reach all the way back there because there's too much thigh fat and their little stubby fat arms. They can't get back there to put lotion on the back of their heel, so they're gonna come with them ashy ass heels, talking about some, why him talking about fat women? He must can't get fat women. He hurt. Who hurt him? So fat women must have hurt him in his past. Yo, he ain't all that himself. He out there talking about what she need to do, what he need to do. He probably got little D. We shouldn't be talking about no woman's weight. Meanwhile, dudes get judged all the time about stuff that we can't even control. You not 6 feet or above, you getting judged. You can't control that. That was God. You don't got 6 inches or more. You can't control that. That was God. But they still gonna be in the group chat talking about you. Girl, he thought he was done with that little shrimp. Girl, he about the same height as me, trying to bust up on me. I'm like, who you talking to like that? Y'all gonna be throwing all this shade about stuff that can't be controlled. But then y'all want to whine and cry when a husband is simply asking you to lose weight, which is a controllable. You can control that. Unless you have some type of a disease, and I don't want to hear I got a thyroid problem, because that's the first thing every fat person goes to, because they know if you have a thyroid problem, it could cause you to gain weight. They don't even know any other disease, and there's various other diseases that could cause you to gain weight. This is how you know they're lying. I got a thyroid problem. You ain't got no goddamn thyroid problem. You just seen that trending, and you know it can make you be fat. So that's what you say. Just like saying they big bone. You ain't big bone. What is you, a dinosaur? This ain't no fossil. You ain't big bone. You're lazy. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Let's read what the wife wrote. She said, and I quote, I have been married for 8 years, and when we met, I was a size 12. However, since having 2 children, they always blame it on the kids. Meanwhile, it's women out here who done had over 5 kids, and they still look like this.
Maybe you
I never saw it coming when you caught.
But I digress. They always gonna blame it on the kids. After having 2 children, I am now a size 18. Now, for those of y'all who don't understand, coming from a size 12 to a size 18 is a dramatic difference. It's gonna look something like this. Alright, so that's not a small difference. You guys gotta understand. This is a white lady. Alright, so if you a size 12, you're already pushing it for white men. White men generally like their women to be around size 4 to probably at max really like an 8. So you were 12, you kind of pushing it, but 12 is not that bad. Like, if you're a black man, you like you a nice 12. That means you're a nice little thick. You're not fat, but you're thick. You're well proportioned, all right? So she came in at a size 12. She went all the way up to a size 18. So she essentially went from a running back all the way up to a left guard or a nose tackle. And she's just acting like this is okay. But I digress. I still make an effort with my hair, makeup, and clothes. Okay, so you're willing to put makeup on, dress in nice clothes, and do your hair, but you don't want to hit the gym. Alright, got it. But really struggle with my weight. My husband, on the other hand, is very sporty, has a fantastic body, and spends a lot of money on nice clothes, and is very proud about his appearance. So, right off the bat, you know if you get with someone who's always very sporty, always in the gym and cares a lot about their appearance, that you're going to have to look good on their arm and care a lot about yours as well. So right from jump, before she even gets to the victim part, because we know she's going to play victim, that's what she's setting it up right now. She's playing the violin so that y'all can feel bad. But you're married to a man who came in the door sporty and cares about his appearance. So it's no way you didn't know that the expectation was going to be for you to be the same, all right? But let's just continue, all right? This should be common sense. He has been very distant with me for a while and shows me no affection, and lately has made quite a few snide comments about fat people. He has told me he loves everything about me, but weight repulses him, and this is a major issue to him, okay? I know this should spur me into action, but all it has made me do, what the hell is a do is feel upset, and therefore I've eaten more. Red flag number 2. Red flag number 1. If you're going to marry someone who's athletic and cares a lot about their appearance, again, you should make the assumption that they're going to expect you to be the same way. Right? Especially if you came in one way and then you just changed up. I don't know what it is about women where they think they can come in one way physically, and because you love them, they're supposed to just be able to blow up like a goddamn Goodyear blimp, and everything is supposed to just be okay. And I don't feel like that's going to work the same way in reverse. Like, come on, you know what? I ain't even going to get there. I'm skipping ahead. So let's just keep continuing with the story. Red flag number 2. She said this should have spurred her to action, which it should have. If the man is telling you that this is a major problem for him and you love him, because that's the game that always gets played with. If you love her, you accept her. No, if you love him, it will bother you that it bothers him that you look like that, especially when you didn't used to look like that, and you would do everything in your power to get back right. AKA going to the gym with your man who clearly goes all the time, hiring a personal trainer, going on a diet, putting in some type of effort. You wouldn't just say, oh, that hurt my feelings, and continue to walk around and be fat. And I don't want to hear, well, the mental health, I don't want to hear that. All right? It wasn't a problem before. So if it's a problem now, all right, go see a therapist. Whatever it is you got to do, but work it out. You should be able to state, I don't like this, and not be made to feel guilty or feel bad or like you're a villain because you don't like something in your marriage. That doesn't make any sense. But let's continue. I know this should spur me into action, but all it does is make me accept, therefore I've eaten more. Really? So you double down on the thing that's causing the problem. So now you're basically using food, so we can already see what the problem is. You're using food as a coping mechanism and a reward system at the same time, which is food is supposed to be neither. Food's supposed to be nutrients for your goddamn body. Even if we take the vainness out of it, I need people to stop acting like it's okay to be fat. It ain't okay to be fat. Right? Diabetes comes from being fat. High cholesterol comes from being fat. Yes, you can get this if you're not fat, but being fat greatly raises the risk. Right? Heart attacks, all this stuff greatly raised by being fat. Stop acting like you can just be fat and you're this super healthy person. You're not the super healthy person if you're fat, but I digress. Let's continue. Okay? She goes, I know to anybody who doesn't struggle with their weight, they will just say lose weight. Because you should. When I looked down at myself, I said, oh, I'm getting fat. During the pandemic, you know what I did? I went to the gym. I got myself in shape. Simple. And again, if it's a mental barrier, go see a damn therapist. Don't just keep sitting there getting fatter and unhealthier and destroying your marriage. But again, I digress, okay? But I find it really hard and definitely turn to food for comfort. I get so annoyed with myself as everything else in my life, i.e. my beautiful children, lovely home, my job, great friends is great, and if I could just tackle my weight, then everything would be perfect. Does anybody else have weight issues and have any advice as don't want to lose my husband over this? Also, part of me feels resentment for my husband for being so awful to me. How the hell is he being awful to you? If you live in a lovely house, you have beautiful children, okay, and you got great friends, and he's still with you because he doesn't want to touch you because you decided to become a fat ass and not do anything about becoming a fat ass. Because again, the kids is not an excuse. There's too many women who have kids and bounce back. You didn't bounce back because you didn't try to, because you're eating food as a comfort and you're not doing anything about it. You're not talking to anyone to get over it. You're not doing the gym to lose the weight. You're just sitting there eating more food because you're bothered that people calling you fat, as if eating more food is going to make you smaller. Here's my problem, okay? Two big problems. Problem number one, look at the comments. I'm discussing with your husband with his attitude towards your wife. He married you in sickness and health. Why is it that whenever a man has a problem in the marriage, it's always made for the man to be wrong or the man to feel bad or the man to feel guilty? Alright? I don't understand that, okay? Do y'all tell women you married him in sickness and health when they get a divorce for whatever reason they get a divorce for? When Tia Mowry just decided to up and leave her husband because she felt like it, did y'all say in sickness and in health? Alright, when Gisele Bundchen decided to leave Tom Brady because he didn't want to retire, did y'all say in sickness and in health? Alright, when women decide to get divorced because of irreconcilable differences, which doesn't even make sense, it's not even a real reason, do y'all say in sickness and in health? No, but a man says, hey, you done went up 6 pant sizes and this is the problem, and oh, he's disgusting. Unbelievable, right? But you expect women to leave comments like that. Of course, another woman goes, I agree. And then another woman says, I don't think you should worry about losing your husband over your weight. I think your husband should fear losing you. Why? What has she done to suggest she's a good wife? I didn't blatantly tell you her husband expressed that he had a problem with something she was doing and she has no intention on doing anything about it besides getting upset, resenting him, and eating more food. How the hell does that make you a good wife? That doesn't make any sense. And my wife came to me and she said, hey, you're getting fat and it's turning down my attraction level, and I decided to eat more and gain resentment towards her. That doesn't make me a good husband. That makes me a piece of crap husband, because I should get my ass in the gym so I can stay fit for my wife. I should care about that. But again, you expect women to not take accountability. You expect them to back each other's BS, even though I wish I would stop that. If she's fat, you would be doing her more of a favor by telling her that she's fat and offering her mental support and help to get back into the gym. Maybe even showing her some support groups, whatever fat women who trying to get back in shape. Something like that, other than enabling her to continue to be a lard. But y'all don't want to do that. But what made it even worse, like I said, I originally heard this story on the radio station. The male radio DJ, not the host, the male radio DJ sided with the woman who, of course, sided with the man. And he said, well, I'd say that's not a good husband, because if he really loves you, it wouldn't matter if you gained weight or not. And it's not cool that he said that he was repulsed by you gaining weight and that it was a big deal because, you know, he's supposed to love you, so he shouldn't care about that. You know, simps get on my nerves. They get on my nerves because here we go, it's 2022, right? We finally telling these women to get back into shape. We finally saying, listen, we ain't just going to be walking around here being fat. We ain't just going to be walking around here telling us what we supposed to do. We got expectations too. We got standards too. We about to get back in line. And instead of the simps being happy, because this will mean if all men say, listen, we want y'all to be within this place. We want y'all to be working on yourselves, keeping yourselves in shape. If all men had that requirement, it would make better quality women for everybody, including the damn simps. But instead of doing that, they want to try to get them some Peace League points. They want to try to get them some V-Box snacks, okay, some Scooby snacks, by basically saying, no, I don't agree with him. I think he picking on y'all. You setting the whole male culture back by coming online and saying that BS, gassing the women up, putting the battery in their back. Now you got the other male host who's like, I mean, I don't see a problem with wanting your wife to be in shape, you know. I mean, if anything, I would have just went about it a different way. Now he's stuck. Because he getting double teamed. All the women calling in, they cussing him out. That husband ought to be ashamed of himself. What he look like. What he look like. Da da da. Everybody coming in going off. Alright, all the big Shirleys, all the Trailer Park Tracys, the leftover Lo Mein Luke Haynes, okay, the refried bean Henrietta, everybody calling in, they going off, they feel a certain way. My man in there by himself, well, I'm gonna just say maybe he should have just offered to help her or offered them to work out together. The man is a fit freak. She said it in the letter. That means I'm pretty sure he offered for her to go to the gym with him. And even if she didn't, if she cared, she would have just went. When I decided to get back into shape, I didn't even have to ask my ex to go to the gym with me. She just seen me getting back in shape and said, oh crap, well you're not about to get back in shape and I'm going to sit here and still be overweight. And she went to the gym herself. That's what you call caring. So no one should have to tell her any goddamn thing, alright? But that's neither here nor there. All you hear on the line is people calling in, oh, you shouldn't judge her over her weight, that's messed up. Why is it messed up anytime men judge women over anything? We get judged over stuff we don't have no control over. You get judged for being short. You can't control your height. You get judged for having a small ding-a-ling. You can't control your pipe size. Dudes get judged for coming quick. If you have a premature ejaculation problem, you can't control that either. You can go and try to get a diagnosis of medication. I can offer you little remedies that might help, but you can't control that. That's out of your control. And they be all in the group chats roasting you. This short dude this little D dude that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? And nobody has a problem with none of that. And all this man is saying, he literally said to her, everything else is fine. I just want you to lose weight. It's not attractive to me. And they demonizing this man. You should leave him. You should divorce him. So you should break up your great family, your great friends, your lovely home, and your caring husband because he's tired of you being fat. I mean, this is unbelievable and ridiculous. Your body weight is something you can control. You can lose weight. All you gotta do is put in the effort to lose the weight. It's gonna be harder for you to build another family than it is to lose the weight. It's gonna be harder for you to keep your kids' mental together, trying to understand why mommy and daddy broke up, aren't together anymore, than it is for you to lose weight. It's gonna be harder for you to build another lovely home than it is for you to lose weight. Literally, all this is harder than losing weight. And you about to take your big fat ass back on the marketplace and think you're gonna get what besides pounded out by some losers who don't care that you're big. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Who wants to be in the marriage in a situation where they can't have any qualifications? Ladies, you need to understand something. Alright, connection is great. Yes, y'all should have a strong friendship. Y'all should have a strong bond. Y'all should have a strong connection. But at the end of the day, if there's no sexual attraction to go along with that, let me tell you something. Y'all just best friends. Period. You're no longer husband and wife. You're just best friends at that point. It's no point in you being in here and laying in my bed if I don't want to touch you. If I can barely look at you in a sexual manner. We can pretend all day. But yes, that part of it matters. And I know what y'all gonna say, ladies. Well, we don't care about looks. We'd stay with a man even if he didn't look good and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, and that's why there's so many divorces. Because y'all go out here and y'all try to get with the attractive dudes at first, but you can't keep them around. They smack your cheeks and then they move to the next chick, and then y'all come up with the schmedium strategy. Yeah, the schmedium strategy is when you get you a schmedium ugly dude. He's not super ugly, but he's ugly enough that you feel like he won't cheat on you and he won't leave you. And a lot of the times, that dude still cheat. Because instead of fixing whatever it was that you couldn't keep the dudes you were actually attracted to, you tried to downgrade and give him the whatever problems the other dudes didn't want to deal with instead of just bettering yourself, and it backfires and he cheats on you too, or you end up in a marriage where you're not attracted to your husband. And this is why we have so many sexless marriages. Why we have so many sexless marriages? Because y'all go out and get a medium ugly dude instead of just fixing the problem so you can keep a man who you're actually attracted to. Why is it now women cheating more than men? Because y'all going out and getting a medium ugly dude because you don't want to do the work to keep the men that you're actually attracted to in the actual situations that you want to be in. So don't tell me, oh, we'll go out here and we'll date these guys that aren't that attractive. Yeah, and you'll have a sexless marriage and you'll divorce them, and or you'll stay with them for the money and cheat on them. So that ain't the solution. The solution is for you to better yourself. But we know by this entire conversation that you have no intention on doing that. Not all of you, of course, but enough of you. And the ones of you who know that I'm right, I need to stop telling y'all sisters that they wrong. No woman who called in that show said that this woman was wrong. Only the dudes. And then you had a simp for every dude. For every host, there was the DJ. For every person who called in and said, I can understand and want the wife to lose weight, was another dude talking about, nah, man, he crazy. He shouldn't be saying that. He not being understanding. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. It's 2022 and we not taking it no more. Y'all gonna have to get y'all ass in shape. It only costs $10 to join the gym now. It's not expensive no more. You don't have an excuse. There's a Planet Fitness on every corner, just like there's a McDonald's where you can get a Happy Meal, you can get a workout. Alright? Where you can get a McDouble, you can hit a box squat. There ain't no excuse for you to be fat anymore outside of you just being lazy. And I'm going to tell you something right now. A woman who's too lazy to stay in shape for her man, you can pretty much assume and make a strong assumption she's probably too lazy to keep that crib clean, and she's probably too lazy to cook healthy meals. They probably ordering DoorDash and eating a bunch of junk all goddamn day. It's going to be hard to keep the kids to take staying in shape serious because their mom don't take staying in shape serious, especially the daughter. The son's probably going to try to look like that, but the daughter's going to think, well, if mommy fat, why can't I be fat? This is a goofy, dumb, selfish decision to blow up a whole damn household because you don't want to lose weight. I've given multiple solutions all the way down to therapy. And no one else is saying, all of the women is just like, oh, you should just take her for who she are. You don't never take no dude for where they at. Let's call a spade a spade. It's going to be women in the comments. Not me, Alex. Look, they're going to be like this. Not me, Alex. They're going to take their little dress. Not me, Alex. I wouldn't care if my man got fat if you're okay with me. Like, that's the lie that they're going to tell. And they don't care. They do care. They 100% care. Now, don't get me wrong, you got some women who are chubby chasers, yes, but if you're not a chubby chaser, you don't want a fat dude, don't tell me if you do come back and he go from looking like Adrian Peterson to look like he could protect the blind side. You're not going to care. All of a sudden, he can't get on top of you no more because he crushed your lungs. You're not going to care. That's cap. You're going to care. You're 100% going to care. That's the nonsense that I'm talking about. Oh, wait, we wouldn't care. Yes, you would. You would care. This is a ridiculous statement. The idea that women really believe they should be allowed to get fat in a marriage is ridiculous to me. Ridiculous. Like, fellas, go broke and see how long your marriage lasts. And then again, here they're going to come. They're going to be like, well, my man went broke. My man's will last and put their dress out the side. I wouldn't leave, Alex. I'd stay with him and we'd be broke together. Like, we don't know the number one reason for divorce is because of finances going down. But they all gonna say, I would just stay. And you idiots gonna listen to them. Yeah, I believe it. They gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? They gonna stay. No, they're not. They're not. Listen, I'm gonna leave y'all with this gem. I told y'all before and I'm gonna say it again. Nobody is loved unconditionally. Not women, not men, not even kids. That's why so many kids get abused. That's why so many kids are in foster cares and orphanages. And all of them don't even get picked up. Because nobody is loved unconditionally. Everyone is loved on conditions that they do something. If you're late to work 3 times, you get fired. So why is it that a husband can't say, look, I'm not attracted to you like that. This is a problem. Why is it that he has to take whatever it is that he can get, even though he gave you the highest honor of being his wife that no other man wanted to give you, and you can't give him the same effort back by at least trying to lose weight? It's ridiculous. And then y'all sit here and say, how come nobody wants to be married? Because this is what y'all do. Now get in there, now get your ring, you get comfortable, you get fat, you get lazy. Next thing you know, no one's attracted to nobody. Then you wait for him to cheat, and then you blow the whole damn household up. Come on, son. 2022 dude's not falling for it no more. And the only thing I could fault the husband for, is he should have told her ass before she even started to get big, listen, you get this size, it's a wrap. So she would have knew coming in. Personally, I don't really like to mess with chicks who ain't already working out before I even start dealing with them, because that's a lifestyle. You have to already have that built into your lifestyle, and if they're not before I start dealing with them, then they're going to make that shit a routine before they get a ring from me. They're going to have to get it to the point where they go so frequently to the gym they feel bad if they don't go before you get a ring from me. Because this is what happens when you don't do that. You had a woman who was a size 12, which is already 2 cheeseburgers away from being fat. You didn't apply that pressure to her, and guess what? She got fat. Now you're trying to apply that pressure. It's too late. It's not part of her lifestyle. She got an uphill battle because you're going to let her blow up like a Goodyear blunt. Now you're going to try to get her to lose weight. Now she built like Jigglypuff. Now she built like Clefairy. Like, this is crazy, man. It's wild. It's OD. But that's my thoughts on that. You should be able to ask your wife to lose weight. It makes no sense why you can't ask your wife to lose weight. None. I don't understand it. I am Alex, and I am out, y'all. Peace.